Hey, One Life guys, wanted to touch base. Hope your morning is starting off well and productive and good. And today I want to talk a little bit about alcohol. Now, for you guys that are just straight garden variety alcoholics, where drugs isn't part of your equation, then this will be pretty obvious to you. But for you guys that are addicts and alcoholics, or just addicts even, I want to talk a little bit about drinking while trying to get into recovery. So it seems like it's a normal thing for people to question whether they're an alcoholic because they're addicted to a drug. And many times they will want to kind of test that and go out and have a beer with their wife, or go to a wine tasting, or go whatever it is. Going out with friends, going on the beach, mowing the lawn, going to the lake. I mean, that sort of stuff. Those are all activities that people have to plan for a little bit when they're trying to get in recovery. And I've actually gotten that question from a family member, not recently, so it's none of your families, but I've gotten that question: is it okay for him to drink if he hasn't really had a problem with that in the past? And my answer to that is, well, I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but I think it's important that he evaluate, and for you guys to evaluate, how important is that beer? I mean, how much do you think you need an alcoholic drink? And if you need it, or you want it so much because you're willing to take that risk, because you're a chemically dependent person and you're willing to take that risk, that tells me that that's really important to you. And if not drinking at all is a problem for you, maybe it's a problem. So I think you have to consider that kind of thing. And if you're feeling conflicted, or convicted I should say, right now because of what I just said, well, maybe that's for a reason. And that's up to you whether you drink. That's up to you whether you do drugs, whatever. I mean, if you think you can do drugs recreationally, then I mean, I guess have at it. But you're not in the One Life program because you do that well. Nor do I. I've got all those T-shirts. So just I would kind of implore you to consider how much or how important is it that you have a beer socially, or that you drink socially, and answer that question. What are you trying to get out of this? Is it that you feel like you need to have a drink in your hand, or you don't want to answer questions because you're not drinking? Well, okay, so then the issue isn't necessarily whether you drink or not, but it's why are you caring so much about what other people think, and whether you have it's almost like when you're in junior high or high school and you're worried about what other people are going to say about you. So maybe that's something to talk about. Anyway, just some things to think about. That does seem to come up with clients quite a bit. And I just want to make sure that you're thinking it through and don't get caught off guard, not having addressed that with yourself about alcohol, or even you could replace everything I just said and just put marijuana in there, because marijuana is another one that people think is kind of harmless, and it is harmless for those that can handle it. But for a lot of us, all it does is kind of push us toward the other drugs or alcohol, that sort of thing. So anyway, think up questions if you want to, send them to me. Otherwise, have a good day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Talk to you soon. Bye.